coming to you from Yankee Stadium. Yankees top the Guardians 4-1. It's New York's first home playoff win since 2019. Great outing from Gerrit Cole. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, but 8 Ks. Welcoming now CBS MLB analyst and MLB Executive of the Year, Jim Bowden. What an incredible outing from Gerrit Cole, right? The Yankees needed a big night for the $324 million man, and they got it. Jim, what was working so well for him tonight, you think?
Yeah, his command and control of his pitches were really good. And Sherry, what was really standing out was how good his breaking balls were. His knuckle curve, they didn't hit it at all. He threw some really good sliders, especially against Josh Naylor, getting some big outs against him. But I love the fact that he didn't miss over the middle of the plate. Outside of that one fastball to Stephen Kwan that he had out of the ballpark, and outside of the one hanging breaking ball he threw to Jimenez, I thought he was absolutely perfect. His four-seam at the top of the zone worked. He was using the black extremely well. But again, the breaking balls, as you're seeing right here on this recap highlight, they just had no chance to get it. They were swinging at it in the zone, out of the zone. It was really, really special tonight. And then when they went to the bullpen, Jonathan Loáisiga struggled a little bit. When Aaron Boone brought in left-hander Wandy Peralta, that was the difference. He got a strikeout and a big double play sitting there in the 8th going into the 9th inning, and then Clay Holmes was able to finish it off. So for the Yankees, manager Aaron Boone's got to be very pleased with the job that Cole, Peralta, and Holmes did in getting their first postseason win of this offseason.
Well, we did see Cole get in maybe a little bit of trouble, you can call it, early on, but his offense really lifting him up. Jim, when this team needed it most, they really were able to manufacture some of that offense also.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, their calling card all year has been the long ball, right? Being able to hit the ball at the ballpark, and Harrison Bader got the early home run to tie the game at 1 after Stephen Kwan had homered, and then Anthony Rizzo did what he did all year. He got a hold of one and just absolutely destroyed it to right field, a 2-run bomb, and that was the big swing of the game for the New York Yankees, and that's how they win games, with home runs. But besides that, Sherry, we got to talk about the defense in this game, because there were 4 really good defensive plays in this game that really, changed the momentum of the game. Harrison Bader made a play. He cut a ball off in the gap, in the left center field gap, with most center fielders. Ahmed Rosario would have scored on that play. He wasn't able to because Bader got there quickly and got the ball back in, and third base coach did not send him. That was a huge play because Cole pitched out of that bases-loaded jam because of that play by Bader. So that saved run, and that saved that situation. Then later in the game, you saw Oswaldo Cabrera go to left field to the wall and jump into the stands to make an unbelievable catch. That was play number 2. And then Josh Donaldson on a play to his right, incredible play. Throw to first, bounced it, but Anthony Rizzo with a big scoop. Rizzo would later in the 8th inning have a tremendous double play, fundamentally sound. And then in the 9th, Falefa threw a ball that was a sinker to first base. It got in between Hop on the scoop, and Rizzo was able to handle it. So those 4 defensive plays, really a difference, really helped the pitching staff out. And so for the Yankees, great pitching, great defense, 2 home runs. That's how they win games, and they did it tonight.
Just a simple recipe, right? That's how you win in the postseason. Jim, you mentioned a lot there in that answer. Anthony Rizzo, his name kept coming up. He's incredible offensively, defensive for this team. How important can he be for this ball club as they have expectations going deep into October?
Yeah, sure. It's extremely important, especially on games like tonight where the Guardians were able to shut down both Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. And when those guys are shut down, Rizzo's the guy that has to step up. He's got to be the guy to carry him in that situation, and that's what he was able to do with the big home run, and more importantly with the defense. I mean, look, he's won 4 Gold Gloves at first base for a reason. He always makes it look so easy, but he's so fundamentally sound. He picks up all of the infielders, and really tonight, when you look at this game, he really was the star of the game besides Gerrit Cole.
Overall, a really good outing for the Yankees as a whole, but Guardians have some work to do to get back into this series. What did you see from New York that either gives you confidence they can advance, or maybe something you saw from the Guardians that you think maybe they can sneak up on the Yankees as this series goes on?
Yeah, I mean, look, the good thing for them is there's going to be an off day tomorrow for the American League playoff teams. That's an advantage for the Guardians because that's going to allow them to bring their ace Shane Bieber to come back and pitch in Game 2, and that allows Tristan McKenzie, their number 2 starter, to pitch in Game 3. So that's going to play advantage to the Guardians. One of the things the Guardians showed tonight is, look, they're going to put the ball in play. Stephen Kwan had a great game, hitting a home run, also a line drive to left field. And this is a team that can move the chains. Jose Ramirez with a couple of hits in this game as well. He swung the bat well. But what the Yankees were able to do is they were able to shut down the hitters right before and after them. I think the way Cole was able to get Naylor out on breaking balls the whole game, I think that was extremely important because there could have been some big innings there. The one thing we know about the Guardians, they will put the ball in play. They don't strike out. In fact, this year they finished last in the American League in terms of strikeouts, first in contact rate. So they can get on base and move the chains. What they don't normally do is play long ball. And again, that's how the Yankees are going to have to beat them offensively, is with the home run like they did tonight.
We have Nestor Cortez there against Shane Bieber in their Game 2 on Thursday. Jim, you have to understand there's a sense of urgency for the Guardians, right? I know it's only one game, but how do they ride Shane Bieber and what he's able to do on the mound to try to get back in the series?
Well, I think they're going to have the confidence of what they were able to do in the wild card round when they were able to sweep the Tampa Bay Rays and they swept them behind Bieber and McKenzie. And look, those two guys are aces. They're number 1 starters. That's how they've been pitching all year. Both of them have great stuff. Both are capable of stopping the Yankees lineup. So for the Guardians, they just got to trust their aces. And remember, the Guardians also have one of the best bullpens in baseball. Emmanuel Clase was the best closer in the American League this year. In fact, he converted 42 of 46 saves. You saw James Karinchak tonight shut the Yankees down as well. They have a very deep bullpen. In fact, their bullpen is much deeper, much stronger than the New York Yankees. So if they can get good starting pitching the next couple of nights and have the lead when Bieber and McKenzie lead, they're going to be in good position to even the series or take a lead. Look, this is going to be a good series. This is not going to be as easy for the Yankees as it was in Game 1.
Every game that much more important as we get deeper into October. That's our Jim Bowden breaking down Game 1 of the ALDS from the Bronx. Thank you as always, Jim. All right, let's get you a look at the series schedule as we head along here. Yankees, Guardians back at it in the Bronx Thursday, 7:37 Eastern. Then Game 3, Yankees at Guardians. That game scheduled for Saturday, also a 7:37 Eastern first pitch.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.